Hi students, in today's session we are going to learn about the combination of errors. Okay, see, the scenario is very simple. Measured value of A, என்னன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க A plus or minus del A, அதாவது along with absolute value of A என்னன்னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க, errorம் சேர்த்து. Measured value of B என்ன, B plus or minus absolute error of B. Now we are going to add these two datas. இது measured value of A, இது measured value of B. ரெண்டு டேட்டாவையும் நம்ம ஆட் பண்றோம்னு சொன்னா அப்ப maximum possible error எவ்வளவு அப்படின்றது தான் we are going to find out. அதாவது combinationல errorோட value எவ்வளவு இருக்கலாம். See, maximum possible value ன்னு பார்த்தோம்னா எப்பயுமே இந்த deviation எவ்வளவு error absolute error வருதோ அதோட maximum positive valueயும் இதோட maximum positive valueயும் add பண்ண valueவா it will come. Because you are going to add the two datas here. Correct? So, adukana derivation is over here. Sum is Z is equal to A plus B. In the rendu data, I am going to add it and added value is Z in eludirken. So, Z I can write it as Z plus or minus del Z. It is equal to A ku badala enna eludhalam? A plus or minus del A, B ku badala B plus or minus del B. So, I am going to rearrange and regroup. See, A irukku, inga B irukku. And it's a plus sign in between. So, இது ரெண்டுத்தையும் regroup பண்ணிக்கிறேன். So, A plus B ன்னு வந்துருது. வேற என்ன balance இருக்கு? Del A and del B. Plus or minus common எடுத்துட்டோம்னா del A plus del B ன்றது எழுதிடுறோம். So, here ரெண்டு சைடுமே இருக்கிற Z cancel out பண்ணோம்னா you will end up with only del Z is equal to del A plus del B. So, அதுக்கான similar ஒரு problem here it is. See, two resistances R1, R2. ரெண்டு resistances இருக்கு. They are connected in series னு கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. So, the question is, what is their equivalent resistance? Equivalent resistance ன்றது என்னமா? Here it is in series. So, RS is equal to R1 plus R2 னு எழுதலாம். Okay. So, the actual value of R1 and R2 we know that we can add it up, which is 100 plus 150, and the errors should be added up. We know that del RS is equal to del R1 plus del R2. So what is del R1? Idu pathina, this is R1 and this is del R1. Adhe mari inge this is R2, this is del R2. Del R2 is nothing but the absolute error and R2 ன்றது என்னமா actual value. Right? So this value when we add the error part, what is that you will get? Del R1 is what? 3. Plus what is this del R2? It is 2. So only the positive part alone you will take and you will add it up. So del RS is nothing but equal to 5. So how is that you will represent it as? So RS, the actual value, the measured value can have a value. How much? It could be the sum total of these two, it is 250. And how will you represent this del RS? Plus or minus del RS. So plus or minus 5 will be your answer. And the final answer you will represent it in terms of ohms. So RS value enama? Sum total of these two. So here del R1 plus del R2. In the rendu positive values add panni, adha del RS na I have taken it and that I have represented it along with the true value. So measurement eduthingena answer pathingena it can come around 250 plus 5 or 250 minus 5. அதாவது உங்களோட readings பாத்தீங்கன்னா 245 ல இருந்து 255 குள்ள இருக்கும். So that is the idea. Maximum error that can be made possible is plus or minus 5 ன்றதோட meaning என்னன்னா your reading can have a value from 245 to 255. Now coming to the difference part, Z is equal to A minus B. The same condition comes out here as well. See, Z del Z is equal to what? Del A plus del B. அதே தான் இங்கே வருது. இங்க என்னன்னா addition க்கு பதிலா I am doing a subtraction. So A minus B பண்ணும்போது I tend to do a subtraction here between these two terms. So A வையும் இந்த B ஐயும் மட்டும் rearrange பண்ணேனா A minus B தனியா வரும். Plus or minus ன்றது இந்த minus sign-ஓட multiply பண்ணும்போது minus or plus ன்ற மாதிரி எழுதுறோம். But it makes no big difference. Okay. So A minus B க்கு பதிலா Z substitute பண்ணிட்டு ரெண்டு சைடுல இருக்கிற Z ஐயும் when you omit it, you will end up with del Z is equal to, the question is about the maximum possible error. So maximum value of del A என்ன எடுப்போமா? Positive value. அதே மாதிரி del B க்கும் positive value தான் you will take it here. So maximum possible error is del Z which is equal to del A plus del B, even when we are considering the difference between the two measurements. See, temperature of two bodies has been given T1 and T2. Now we have to calculate the temperature difference and the error therein. So how is it you can calculate this part? The difference is nothing but T2 minus T1, which is equal to 50 minus 20, which is 30 degrees Celsius. Apart from that, the error part. Error part in the difference, if you take it as T, then the error is del T. So del T is nothing but equal to, you know that when you are doing the difference thing, in that case, you have to add there you very well know that in order to find the absolute error for this difference, you should have to add their individual absolute errors. So what is the maximum error possible? In the range it is, see, it is 0.5 over here for T1 and 0.5 again for T2. So I'm going to add these two things together. 0.5 plus 0.5, that is del T1 plus del T2. When you add them, you get 1 degree Celsius to be the del T value. So how will you represent the temperature as such? It is nothing but T plus or minus del T. Correct? So this is 30 plus or minus 1 in degree Celsius. This is your final answer.